diet of Red Bull and Sour Patch Kids is detrimental for children. Too much screen time stunts cognitive development. Nothing good will come from all of that fidget spinning. But we merely cannot get on board while using charge that racetrack noise is bad for our children, as suggested because of the handmade indication of a protester outside Vancouver Island motorsport circuit. Highs violent acceleration or silent acceleration, your choice. Lows weighs over 2.5 tons. Of course, we might be biased. We were on the new Canadian road course specifically to generate racetrack noise in Porsche's new 680 horsepower 4-seater, the $185,450 Panamera Turbo S hybrid. Alternately silent and violent, the plug-in Turbo S hybrid should deliver between 15 and 20 miles of pure electric driving when fully charged and rocket to 60 miles per hour inside of 3 seconds when fully pressed. Porsche's plug-in feature is the option to the last generation Panamera Turbo S range topper. The Turbo S hybrid stands with the forefront of Porsche's new, performance-oriented hybrid strategy. Alongside the 2015 Porsche 918 Spider, it's tasked with burnishing the credibility of gas-electric powertrains as performance aids. No one will protest if and only if Top Dog KN and Macan's don a hybrid badge sooner. But read relating to the lines and it's apparent that Porsche in this is greasing the skids to the inevitable hybridized 911. Our glimpse of Porsche's performance future started with 5 laps on the unerolled Hermann Tilke design circuit. The tightly coiled 1.4-mile track plays out through phonetic elevation changes more similar to a journey than some other track we've driven. Willowy golden grasses cover the swollen hillsides, and helps to obscure track's many blind turns, which might be made considerably less challenging and thrilling. Personal computer could be when every hidden apex ends up being exactly where you expect it. And while we cornered at the relatively relaxed pace, the Turbo S hybrid's 680 horsepower can make even the slowest lead-follow exercise feel quick. The car fires from every apex together with the ferocity of a round from an assault rifle. Porsche bundles the entire kit of chassis magic as standard from the Turbo S hybrid, including adaptive dampers and anti-roll bars, an electronically controlled limit-slip differential, and carbon ceramic brakes. The $195,850 long wheelbase executive adds 4-wheel steering, and this is available for an option around the standard wheelbase car. That hardware creates attentive handling, resolute body control, and tireless braking. It doesn't, however, do anything to produce the Panamera feel any more animated. At roughly 5,200 pounds, this electrified Panamera weighs some 600 pounds, a lot more than the gasoline-only turbo model, and is also well in the evening threshold where chassis tuning diminishes about making your vehicle dance and even more about keeping everything that mass manageable. Porsche manipulates the heft with supreme competence in all of the Panameras, plus the Turbo S hybrid isn't no exception. It's an extraordinary corner carving utensil, but it's still a utensil. From racetrack to real world, closer to its real world use case, we piloted the Turbo S hybrid for the brief drive into Victoria, British Columbia. Jockeying with traffic, the hybrid seamlessly switches between drawing energy looking at the 14.1 kWh lithium-ion battery mounted below the cargo floor along with a 21.1-gallon gas tank in front of it. The 136 horsepower electric motor sandwiches relating to the 550 horsepower twin-turbo 4.0-litre V8 along with the 8-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic. When both gas and electricity are employed in concert, the powertrain is good for just a maximum electrified and turbocharged torque of 626 lb-ft from the remarkably low 1,400 revolutions per minute. With torque always for the ready, the hybrid responds immediately to even slight pokes with the accelerator. The powertrain controller would rather use the electric motor's tug rather than lower ratio within the gearbox to respond to calls for path throttle acceleration. The pedal wants a harder squeeze to encourage the gas engine to get the pace. The easy workaround should be to ask to get a lower gear by using your vehicle's paddle shifters in Sport or Sport Plus mode, as well as in any mode. The push-to-pass button within the steering wheel gives 20 seconds of what's essentially berserker mode, bringing the engine to full boil using the lowest possible gear. A glimpse of things to come. Think in the Panamera Turbo S hybrid not merely as a preview of Porsches into the future but like a model for your future of performance cars. As big power numbers push internal combustion performance beyond daily drivability, the electric motor will help to fill the void at low speeds and low RPM. Automakers still will fuel their show-stopping power outputs primarily with gasoline, but electric motors will mask turbo lag and also the hesitation that occurs when you may well ask for full thrust at a powertrain with as many, or more, forward gears as cylinders. The future of performance cars could be electrified, but racetrack noise isn't going away in the near future. Get those kids some ear protection.